Alright guys, happy Tuesday. Today, as you guys know, based on the programming notes, it's going to be more of that varied program. So you're not going to see the same thing every single week. We want to test that variance all the time. CrossFit is about the constantly varied functional movement. So today, don't expect next week to be snatches. Today is expect the unknown. So today, we're going to be focusing on the snatch. Our workout today is 10 rounds, 4 deadlifts, 3 hang power snatches, and 2 overhead squats at 155, 105. Prior to this, we're going to do some skill work to prime ourselves for those correct positions and technique before we get into it. So we're going to do some skill work. Every minute on the minute for 8 minutes, we're going to do 2 hang power snatches, followed by 2 overhead squats. The point of this first part is to work on skill and practice it. So that means if you work on just the PVC today, you're going to get a lot out of this. I'm not looking for you to build up to a heavy set by the end of the 8. We're looking to actually focus on more of the technique. So if you suck at the hang power snatches, the technique of it, overhead squat, grab the PVC, just focus on that. That'll do you more for you than actually grabbing the bar and just struggling through the mobility if that's the case for you. So depending on where you're at, PVC might be what you do for all 8 rounds, and really focus on the positioning. Take your time, over exaggerate these positions, because it's going to help you guys build those positions better when you actually get to the barbell. So that's what I did when I first started. I learned with the PVC, then I went to the barbell. So I would definitely recommend you guys do that if you're struggling with these positions and the technique of it. So when we're done that should help us kind of dictate what weights you should be using for the workout. So maybe we're going to use a light barbell for this. The idea is to finish a round every minute to about minute 20 to get this done within the time cap. So if you're taking 2-3 minutes to do a round, the weight is a little too heavy or it's way too technical for you. So make sure we're finding that right progression for you. In the workout, we're doing 4 deadlifts. We want to try and do these movements unbroken ideally. 3 hang power snatches, so from that hang position being above the knees. We're gonna do 3 from there. And then if we can, after the 3rd one, hold it overhead and do those 2 overhead squats. A lot of this is gonna be dictated about the overhead position today, so make sure you're nice and locked out, elbows locked out, shoulder blades nice and pinched together. If you're struggling with that overhead position, maybe today for the overhead squat, let's do some overhead lunges instead, so that you can really nail in that positioning before you progress to an overhead squat. The overhead squat is more challenging than the overhead lunge, so for you guys out there that are working on the mobility and you're struggling with the overhead squat, can't quite get depth, overhead lunge is going to be key today to actually move the needle a little bit more for you than to push through really tight ranges of motion for yourself. So keep that in mind today with the progressions, guys. Use this as a primer, practice. This is your opportunity to get better, and then use that in the workout. That progression that feels a little challenging, where you can do a round every minute to a minute 20, would be ideal for the workout. Hope you guys enjoyed today's workout. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the next one.